This is Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Friday, August 6, 2010. Well, the major indices recouped some of their losses in early morning trading, but still ended up down and in negative territory. The Dow was down double digits this morning, but ended up down 21.5 to 10,653. The S&P was down 4 to 1121, and the NASDAQ was down 4.5 to 2288. The S&P percentage rise was a big loser, down 1/3%. Gold was up $8.30 to $12.05.5. Silver was up 15 cents to $18.46. And oil was down $1.13 to $80.88, or 1 1/3%. On the Treasury front, 5-year Treasuries 1.5%, 10-year 2.8%, and 30-year 4%. Yields were down, and therefore prices were up. People are buying bonds, and the bond market is pricing in deflation. On the currency front, the US dollar was down against the euro, the pound, and the yen. And the reason for the downturn today? Unemployment came out at 9.5%, fairly in line with estimates. However, that's just the U3 number. If you count the U6 number, which are longer-term unemployed people, the number is much higher. Also, housing inventories are growing in most cities. So the real estate looks like we're, again, headed for a double-dip recession. As I've said the last few weeks, virtually all the economic data shows a slowing economy. And now it looks like the GDP may come in well below 2%. Are you being defensive? I am. Over in Europe, Europe was down across the board, with the Euro Stoxx 50 down almost 1.5%. Italy and Germany both down over 1%. The big loser was Spain. It was down 1 3/4. The big winner, England. It was only down 2/3%. And Europe was down on worries about our U.S. economic recovery. If we don't recover, who's going to buy their products? China is also slowing. It was mixed over in Asia. Shanghai was up 1 2/3%. Indonesia and Hong Kong both up around 0.5%, and Taiwan 1/3. The rest were down. Singapore was down 0.5%. India and Japan and the rest of the countries were down marginally. Chinese growth, once again, is slowing to 8%. And wheat. Did you see the price of wheat soar overnight? I spoke about it yesterday on the radio. It looks like the Russian control measures made the prices of wheat go up significantly today. When there is this much uncertainty in the market, you need an exit strategy or at least a plan. Again, I'm being defensive. This has been Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Friday, August 6, 2010.